When I was in the 3rd grade.
That was
Completely
it.
out of time. Have you heard that Macklemore song? Where he's like, when I was in the 3rd grade, I thought I was gay.
There's a guy on one of the cast members on SNL. There's like a video of him backstage where some guy comes up. It's like all stage, but he comes up to him on camera and he's like, "Hey, Macklemore, it's so fucking sick to meet you. Like, is there any way I can get a picture?" I can't remember the guy who plays. I think it's like Kyle like Mahoney or something like that. And he like turns around. He's like in character as Macklemore. He's like, "Not unless you gay, man." And the guy's like, "What?" He said, "Not unless you gay." I believe it. This is a Swells spectacular episode of Can I Borrow Your Amp? Episode 19.
Right. Episode 19.
I got it right.
We've got Swells on today.
Wow.
Wow. The whole band, all of us.
First we got Harry and Neil on for the first time.
I'm Harry.
Exclusive.
Yeah. Thanks for having us.
Yeah,
That's
Thanks
Neil.
for coming down.
this is Neil. That's Harry.
Yeah, I'm surprised you guys brought me back. I was
we got
blitzed the
Jason
last
back.
time.
Were
I was
you?
there. No.
Begrudgingly.
Neil,
was
returning
loaded.
member.
I'm trying to get a little bit loaded. I had a drink at our last show.
Yeah, we have a couple drinks here.
I had 2 drinks at the last show, and I fucking got suitably zooted at that fucking
The
show.
last 2 podcasts we did, we didn't drink at all, and that was...
Did you
Must have
feel
been so boring.
It was a little hard.
I tried to use my drink ticket for a cocktail and they turned me down. They were like, only for beers. I
Oh,
was
yeah,
like,
only
What?
Damn.
Really?
Yeah.
I got a tequila soda off a drink ticket.
Really?
You
Well,
get the
yeah,
Wells
Harry-
drinks. Yeah, you can
Harry,
get
you
the-
probably tried to order some fancy cocktail.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was looking at
Sexy
like
cocktail.
the menu.
They had
Yeah.
a drink on the menu called 2 in the Pink. Did you try to order that?
I got Alyssa
Oh.
that, actually.
Was it good?
I asked her if she wanted a drink, and she's like, "Yeah, of course." And she ordered that. And honestly,
Can I get
I think down on her now.
Did it get
honestly.
her fucked up?
I'm sure she did. I had one drink and
Yeah.
I was like loaded because the fucking bartender had a pretty heavy fist.
Alyssa's like one of those friends where like she like offered to help pay for drinks and it's like you really didn't make a dent in anything. You can feel free to just have a drink for free.
It's true. It's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, we just played Alyssa Cornier.
Yeah.
How do you pronounce
Cornier.
it?
Cornier.
Cornier. Yeah, she just had her 3rd anniversary for her booking.
She just turned 3 years old.
Yeah,
We were
and
buying her drinks.
Yeah, exactly. She was a baby, so
Alyssa, I hope you got really drunk that night because you deserve it.
it's
Yeah.
true.
She
It's
probably
true.
didn't though.
Probably not. Well, we never know.
She just
Alyssa will turn real fast.
Yeah, exactly. She can put him down. Let's just say
There's
that.
been a lot of nights where like we've been hanging out and like she's been like really trashed and like she's like, all right, well I'm gonna drive home and we're like, I don't think, do you think that's a good idea?
Yeah.
And she's like, no, I got it.
She's like, who
and
the fuck
she gets
you
like
think
really
I am?
aggressive.
Yeah.
Gotta fly. And
You didn't catch it. Don't lie to them. Yeah,
I fucking smacked one earlier, dude.
There's a lot of flies in this house right now. I'm gonna warn you right now.
that's okay. As long as they're in my beer, then that's fine.
Is Leroy gonna do something about that, or like what is he?
What's
what is he
Eventually, as soon as he
producing
wakes
around
up. As soon as he wakes up.
Is he asleep?
I think he's sleeping over by the table over there.
Paying
You gotta get like a Venus flytrap, like a carnivorous plant.
here? Yeah,
Yeah.
Actually,
Yeah.
that's a good idea. Have you considered that?
What's that?
A Venus flytrap?
that was my
No.
favorite fucking plant growing up. I felt like that was the coolest thing.
most
It's like-
metal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the
Like,
most metal plant.
What about you guys? What's your go-to plant if you were to get one, or flower?
I fuck with willow trees a lot.
Willow trees.
Yeah, but it's not really a plant though.
No, that counts.
It's like a
fucking vegetation.
It's a tree. My mom's been nursing this fiddle leaf fig for like.
What the fuck is that? Fiddly fig?
Oh, I have one of
fiddle
those.
leaf fig.
Oh, fiddle leaf.
They're these like I guess it's almost like a little tree, but you can keep it inside the house. Evidently, they're really hard to nurse and to like maintain. And
She seems pretty disciplined.
yeah,
You know,
with
like-
plant shit, yeah, for sure. The only thing is like when they're out of the house and they ask me to like water the plants and stuff, I do get nervous that I'm gonna absolutely destroy all the progress she's made with this little plant.
Plants are tough, dude.
What do you fuck with?
plants are tough.
I have like what's the little orange fruits? Oh my god.
Apricots.
No, smaller.
Clementines?
No, smaller.
Oh, kumquat.
Yeah, I have
Yeah,
a little
okay.
kumquat tree on my
Really?
balcony. Yeah, a little tiny one.
Sweet.
Yeah,
What
it's
about
got
you?
like 10 little fruits on it. It's sick.
Oh, nice.
Do you cook with the kumquats? Can you cook? Can you eat them?
Nah, I'm not even really a kumquat fan. I just like how they look.
Kumquats are fucking
Appreciate
weird because
that.
you just pop them in your mouth and fucking
Yeah, you just like eat them rind and all. Like,
What about you, Neil?
Yeah, Neil.
I actually started growing more plants lately.
What do you got?
It's mostly fruits,
Yeah.
like oranges. We've had pomegranates. We have a pomegranate tree.
That's baller, bro. That's a
Yeah.
flex. If you like are dating a
dude.
girl and you're like, I'll bring you some
During
pomegranates.
wintertime, we have too much. Like, you guys will get some.
Neil, you have the ultimate resource. You have chickens at your place, right?
Oh,
Yeah,
yes,
totally
those eggs.
self-sufficient.
How many chickens you got?
Maybe like 50.
50 fucking egg or 50 chickens, dude.
Yeah.
We're going to
God.
Neil's house when the earthquake hits.
Definitely.
Yeah,
It's
Easily.
the ultimate, like, bunker.
Jesus Christ.
How
Actually,
much-
we were thinking
Go-
about
sorry, go
making a
ahead.
bunker, actually.
A
Really?
bunker?
It was my idea. I was like, we should do it.
You were a doomsday prepper?
Yeah, man.
Ah.
You like jar your.
Lately, it's like,
Yeah, it's kinda
this
scary.
planet is
Yeah.
done for.
Do you think a bunker is like gonna save you?
Yeah. Totally.
Nothing will save you.
How often are you personally killing a chicken?
Me personally,
Yeah.
I've never killed a chicken.
Really?
I've just watched it.
Oh man, I watch every time.
First time was so traumatizing,
I
actually.
make my mom wait so I can
Wait,
get
so what do they do? Do they just cut the head off or do they wring the neck or
Slit the throat.
Oof.
You could do it like through a cone so that the blood just ends up in a bucket.
Yeah.
And it doesn't get everywhere. But
Wicked.
yeah,
wicked.
you stick it in like boiling hot water to get the feathers off and then take all the
What do you-
organs out. And
Is it like one of
everything.
those things where you like use every part of the chicken and you like use the blood or you just like
we don't
They
mess
actually don't
with
eat. They don't
like,
even eat it. It's just.
Yeah. We just stuff it. Use it as stuffed animals, actually.
Oh god.
Christmas gifts.
So you have 75 stuffed chickens at your house? Is that what you said?
Yeah, and counting.
How do you like
Hardcore.
go about like where do you get where do you get a chicken?
Yeah, I want to know.
Dude,
that. I
the
want a
funny
chicken.
I feel like
story,
such a city boy,
bro. So our neighbor had chickens, and then I guess the mom came over and laid eggs in our backyard. So technically, they're on our side of the property, and we just
Snatched
them.
them?
Kept them?
Yeah.
Damn.
You just kept
And
on.
how wait?
fucking-
How did were they fertilized and already?
They were already hatched.
Oh.
Yeah. So we just raised them from the beginning, and then you could actually get some chickens from Cahoots or like any
Okay.
animal store.
Okay.
You know, they even sell like little
Little
ducks
chicks.
I saw a YouTube video of this dude that like got like a supermarket quail like egg
Really?
and put it in a fucking incubator and hatched that.
Oh,
dude.
yeah.
Yeah.
That shit's crazy.
Yeah, yeah, and he had this little quail.
But you need to
Like-
be Mr. Science for that.
Yeah,
That's
you need
not-
to be like a.
So
fucking
with
biologist.
chickens or like birds like that, is there like an inbreeding factor? Like they can't like you can't really like hatch a little like what do you call it? Like a little like batch and then they keep breeding, right? It doesn't that not really work like that? You need
I have no idea.
yeah, like if you have like one like hatch of chickens and then like
Mo-
those chickens can't smash and make more chickens, right? Like you need
No, they
another-
totally can.
They can?
They totally can. Yeah. I mean, most.
Isn't that technically like
term for chickens.
Inbreeding doesn't matter for chickens,
Dude, I
I
haven't
guess.
heard
Isn't
the
that
term
technically-
smash since like 2015.
I'm an old soul. I'm an old soul.
Dude, chicken meat is chicken
I don't
meat.
know. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Like,
chicken
dude,
smashing.
what's the
bro.
worst that could happen? They just like come out like they have like Down syndrome.
Yeah, they're like inbred.
Yeah.
They're like
necessarily.
No, they're like-
I know,
yeah,
it's
they're
just
like-
something that happens, you know.
right. They're like from the Appalachian Mountains. They're like
Yeah, you got like an
Still
extra
serve
wing,
the
dude.
purpose, you know.
Yeah.
what was that?
That's what ends up in chicken McNuggets.
Oh,
That's
Yeah.
they use those.
Yeah. That's why
good
it's
to
so
know.
cheap.
Good to know.
Starting off.
I would imagine so. Yeah, honestly, what kind of fucking shit show do you guys run here? Like, this is
I
already
think that's
off
a
the
pretty valid
rails.
question. I don't know how I don't know how so many chickens like come up all of a sudden. I mean, it can be any animal. Like
Can I do
Quail?
something crazy.
I have
I'm
an
sure
animal
Justin-
blood story.
Oh my god!
what do
you have an animal what story?
Animal blood story.
Okay, is it graphic?
No. When I was at school, there was this when I was in the dorms. They used to like put on shows in the cafeteria,
Oh no, I don't like where this
like
is
on
going.
the weekends and stuff. And there was some like pretty like hardcore metal bands at
Right.
school. And there was this band. Fuck, what was their name? They were called Incel Messiah.
Good.
Metal band.
Good.
And they wanted to have like someone from like the dance conservatory do like a dance routine while they played
Okay.
their shit.
Okay.
But they got
Pretty tame.
a whole bunch of like what everyone thought was fake blood. It was real blood from a butcher,
Oh
and
no.
poured it all over the girl in the cafeteria
she
while
On
she
some
was
Carrie
dancing.
shit? Oh my god!
Yeah,
that's
like,
foreign
but in the
shit.
cafeteria. Just
Did she
like-
know that was
dog.
gonna happen?
yeah, she
Okay,
was like all
okay.
down with
She's
it.
with that.
But
Okay.
they just like fucking poured pig's blood like all around the
Did she know
cafeteria.
it was pig's blood?
Yeah, no, she was like totally down with
I mean,
it.
at
Everyone in
that
the
point,
band was down.
At that point, I don't kink shame. Like you,
Whatever. Yeah.
you know.
Yeah, but it started like a whole thing in the school for like months, like where because there's like people with like religious, things about like having pig's blood spread all over the fucking cafeteria.
Oh,
This
God.
was
This was at Berkeley.
this is at Berkeley?
Yeah, this
Wow.
is some
That checks out.
this
That
is
sounds
some
like smart
jazz
shit.
school shit.
Some
Yeah.
Boston shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
If there was an incel messiah, who do you think? Like, I guess in
Ben
movies,
Shapiro.
Ben Shapiro. That's
yeah,
like real.
100%.
He
thinking,
has
like-
supposedly 3 kids, but I guarantee you he's never
You
come
are
inside a
not
woman.
the father.
Yeah.
Wet ass P word.
That video-
Hypothetically,
Make that
the
pull out
clitoris
and weak.
was real.
I think if it was like movies, it'd be like probably like Joaquin Phoenix and Joker. Like he's or
I feel like he lays
Or
pipe.
Joaquin Phoenix
What?
and her.
I feel
In
like
that-
he lays pipe.
no,
bro.
in that whole
In that
movie, he's
movie?
fantasizing about getting with the girl from Atlanta, and he doesn't fuck.
No, not in that movie. But that guy, that Joker ends up meeting is Harley Quinn, and he's skinny, so the dick is long,
Yeah.
and then he pipes.
I mean, I guess.
No, it's
I don't remember any of this
He
from
looked at Wyatt
Joker.
for confirmation. He was like, yeah,
I mean,
I don't know.
Harry.
I don't remember any of this shit from Joker.
Yeah,
he
wait.
probably
did-
imagines piping a lot. But
Exactly, that's-
doesn't really.
that's
half
it's
the
just
movie.
like-
Bro, and then like the thing is like 90% of the game is mental. So he's spending
What?
all this time thinking about it.
Yeah,
And so when you arrive at the altar, all you can do is
I guess, but there's tons of people that practice all the time and then they never, like if to bring this back into music terms, like they never play gigs. So like, why does it
Yeah.
matter if you're fucking,
if you're doing all
if you're
that.
good and you just never get to show it off.
You know what?
He's a man of action.
Before we stray too far away from Animal Blood, I want to. You know who I've been not really digging into their music, but as like a person, because I didn't really know a lot about this person ever. I don't know if you guys do about Gigi Allen.
Yeah.
guys know who that is?
I don't really know
Yeah.
too much besides the gore.
Yeah,
fucking
yeah.
gnarly,
I was
bro.
reading stories about him, and that dude is gnarly. That
Yeah.
dude is absolutely.
What's
Off the
what's
rails.
something that you read? I know.
Just like he would like sometimes cut himself and stuff, and
On
like
stage and
throw
shit?
up and stuff on stage.
And he would like
He'd like,
shit
yeah,
in
he'd
his
like shit
hand,
on people.
yeah, he would like shit. Yeah,
throw it at people.
yeah.
Can you imagine the stagehand after?
Dude,
Like, bro,
like, just
I do
working
not
at that
get paid
venue,
enough for
like,
this shit.
Yeah,
Dude, fuck that.
Dude,
Just the
yeah.
promoter's just sick with himself.
Our
Dude,
Eagles
like,
aren't here.
How do you?
Yeah.
I know.
So you can't see it on screen, but we're watching. We've been playing this Friends of Big Bear Valley Eagle stream.
We got the Eagle Cam going.
We got the Eagle cam going. No one's in the coop. I'm wondering what's going on.
It's right now
started-
just a dark fucking nest.
What would you do if you see like fucking just eyes in the back, like human eyes, just watching? We
be
started
pretty
watching
sad.
this stream when we were recording the album at a studio called Igloo that Harry's girlfriend works at.
Yeah. Shout out Taya.
Yeah, that
Shout
stream
out to-
honestly,
Thank you, Taya.
it changed our lives, and that's why we're doing it now. But
This was Taya who showed us this, right?
yeah,
Yeah, it was.
I had Taya put it on. My mom has been watching this shit. Evidently, this has been going on for years, but I'm just now hip to it. I think Taya was like definitely the reason we started watching this.
Yeah, no, I like this a lot. I wish there was more. I wish there was other animals that you can like kind of spy on.
All right, not to get too gross, but do they, when they have sex, like, do they do it in the nest or like in the air?
Probably in the nest.
You think so?
Some
You think they can have sex in the
maybe
air?
Some birds do, right?
Dude, there's some like
Yeah.
Yeah.
there's some
We
like
should-
They
fucked up
hunt
stuff
in there.
that these things catch, man. Sometimes these things catch like ravens that'll just come and like eat the chicks while like
And ravens are
the eagles
fucking
are, like,
huge, dude.
yeah.
They're like the size of your chest, basically.
Yeah,
they're
no,
not tiny birds.
Bigger. They're big. Yeah,
Yeah.
a raven's wingspan is like could easily get to like 4 feet. Fucking fly. I didn't get that one. Didn't get that one.
You haven't gotten
I'll be-
any
You
of
better,
them.
you, got, you should check your beer like occasionally because there's gonna be flies in your beer by the end of this podcast.
No, dude.
That adds flavor.
I
there's not
guarantee
that
you.
many.
Yeah, that's
in here.
Protein, honestly, and I'll take it
good.
where I can get it
Yeah.
at this point.
Yeah.
God, it's a hot summer night, huh, fellas?
It is a hot summer night.
Aren't you warm in that? You
In
guys
this?
are, yeah, you guys are both. You and Neil are both
It's
wearing
pretty thin, honestly. This
windbreakers.
is a wind. It's like
I'm sweating over
pretty
here.
breathable. I think you're just nervous for what happens after the podcast.
We've been talking about what's it called again?
Oh no.
I think it's called Plug Talk or like No Jumper, where Lena the Plug and Adam 22 just have sex with their guests. And I was kind of hoping.
Is Adam 22 famous from that podcast or is he famous from something else?
I
I
forget
think
where I
so.
first saw him. Do you know? Have you-
I think so. I think he's just like the podcast.
Just a
yeah,
podcast guy.
he's a podcast guy, but he like got famous for doing interviews with like rappers.
Right.
And I think his girlfriend used to be a sex worker who's like pretty popular. So they're like a pretty formidable duo when it comes to podcasting because they reach out to a lot of people on OnlyFans and they end up just having sex. And I feel like you guys should incorporate
we should do that.
I know. Well, they beat us to it, really. I mean,
think so, yeah.
It's been in the works.
I'm not going to tell you how to run
We're
your
gonna
shit, but-
we're gonna be the first podcast where we have sex on camera and put it on YouTube.
Oh, and have it up for like 3 minutes.
Yeah.
I think we
this
should
is
do
why-
something. I think we should have something non-sexual and put it on OnlyFans.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah.
What's like a,
Is it-
what's the
wasn't-
opposite? What's like a wholesome thing you guys could do? Is like knit or like crochet
Yeah.
together.
We do like a new recipe every week that we put together.
Yeah.
and the thumbnail is like, oh, sorry, go ahead, Harry.
No, weren't they like trying to actually like do that? Because a couple years ago they were, or not years ago, a couple months ago they were like kicking off sex workers off the like platform or something
Yeah,
because
and
they
then-
wanted to diversify
Yeah.
like the kind of content that people had on there. Like these are my welcome to my OnlyFans for like cooking.
Right,
Like,
right.
Yeah.
It doesn't make any
It's
sense.
just like,
Like-
and people aren't gonna like flock to it if that's what it's associated with. It's gonna be really hard to rebrand and like.
Yeah, the term has like outgrown like whatever the company wanted
like,
it to
it's
be.
synonymous with sex work, and all the people that were using that platform was like made such a big stink about it that of course like they're like, oh, well, you know, well,
Wait, so
Yeah.
you're saying OnlyFans wants to diversify like outside
no, they
of
were
porn?
going
did
to
at
say
one point.
we are no longer going to allow 18 plus content on this platform, and that's the platform. It's like
That's
where
stupid. That's like
everyone-
Pornhub trying to get into like different categories. or like,
it was makes no fucking
Well,
sense.
apparently it was supposed to be more like a Patreon kind of type deal.
Yeah.
Okay,
But
just-
even
But
still-
just it was like almost exclusively like sex workers.
How
used
did Patreon like
I
gain
think.
traction? Like what's the incentive to like
You get,
pay
like-
for secret non?
it. Yeah, you get like extra shit.
yeah. I guess you
Depends
get
on the
extra shit.
person.
I think it's more so just about like fans in the community are definitely going to be willing to
Right.
like pay for
That too.
exclusive content. So like a lot of YouTubers will use it. I don't really hear like I hear a lot of like podcast people using it, a lot of like YouTubers and stuff like that. Not
Yeah.
as much musicians, but I think it's just about like feeling like you're an exclusive part of a community, and it's I think really what like what creators are looking at it as is like a way. It's just extra content that they already have, like BTS footage or like, you know, extra shit. But it's a way of like people supporting you via like donation with
Like, directly.
benefits. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah,
we'll
for
call
sure.
it a donation.
Bandcamp,
Yeah.
but like for
But you actually-
streamers. Yeah,
Exactly.
makes sense.
It's valid.
Bandcamp is fucking legit though. Honestly, I wish that it had more traction in like the music community.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, it's like
Streaming's just too fucking good, you know.
yeah. Bandcamp is like the Craigslist of like of streaming services. It's like
True.
really solid, really reliable, but like the UI kind of sucks.
I don't think I've
And
ever put anything on Bandcamp. Have
Ever?
we? Has Swells?
Swells put
I
on
have,
like
yeah.
our first
You
record
have?
on Bandcamp, and then I mean we really should like it's a way of like getting people to support us. But
That's like 100%
kinda
of
sick.
profit, right? Or
oh, they have days.
No,
They
yeah.
have like special days where like any money you make on Bandcamp will
it's
be
just all you.
Yeah,
Yeah, but it's like most of it, but it's not 100%.
yeah,
Yeah.
It's pretty solid.
Well, that's fucking interesting, man.
Hey, that's how I do it.
Dude, you know what I watched the last 2 nights in a row?
What?
Like back to back, both the Godfathers.
Yeah,
Godfather one
I've
and
been
2.
meaning to watch them. I've never
Dude,
seen them.
They're so I haven't
never
seen them
seen
in a
them.
long time. Like
classic.
and
Brando,
they're
bro.
so fucking good.
Yeah.
Yeah, so fucking good.
I just got into like
Hold the
pretty
mic a little
deep-
closer to you.
Oh, sorry.
There
Yeah,
you go, there you
I
go.
just got into Sopranos again. Like
yeah.
I didn't get past the first 2 seasons when we were like watching it. But something about that Italian culture, man. It
Dude,
just
something
hits-
about that genre, it hits me. It hits me right in the spot. Like I don't know what it is.
Yeah, do you have no idea what it is? Something about it for you.
Are both of your parents Italian or
No, only my mom.
Why it's actually not Italian?
What? My whole
Dude,
life
if I
would be a
found,
lie.
imagine I did 23 and me and I have 0 Italian, I would
Dog.
be devastated. Bro. I would be devastated.
So just like
Identity
forlorn.
crisis.
Yeah, it's just like Polish and English. I would just be like, what?
Yeah. I mean, that'd be embarrassing, honestly.
Super embarrassing.
I don't know if I want to
Super
be in a band with you anymore.
like,
That'd be so disappointing.
That'd
Wait,
be-
speaking of bands, You and Neil were in a band like years ago.
Neil and I were in a band years
Do you
ago.
want to talk about that? Is none of the
Yeah,
has any of this
Neil, why don't you?
information
I feel like
been made
I've
public?
talked so much
Midland
about
days.
Yeah. Let's
Hold
hear
that
about
mic,
you.
Neil.
Oh, yeah,
you
yeah.
Take that shit from Harry. It's
How
not
did
his.
you get into? I want to hear before that. Like, when did you start playing piano?
Oh man. Well, like middle school, I did the
Okay.
whole concert band, jazz band thing, playing clarinet, and then mom and dad put me through piano lessons. And in the beginning, dude, I dreaded it.
Really?
Just because the kind of music we were playing, like that beginner trainer piano music and like all those
it's-
beginner trainer books.
Yeah.
It just killed me. It wasn't until I started getting into more. Actually, like when we had that music class back in high school, that's when I started to broaden up my mind with different kind of
Different
genres
music and stuff,
More
yeah.
like it was more like rock back then. More like blues, but also kind of like Zeppelin and
Yeah, that
Pink
was like
Floyd.
a big part of your guys' sound too. The
Yeah, for sure.
We love playing that
I was
shit.
listening to a lot of Muse too. You know
Yeah,
what?
Muse was another big one.
It was like Guitar Hero 3.
Yeah.
Actually,
Dude,
that
There's
changed my
so
life.
many people that I
Yeah.
hear like, what got you into music, and it's like Guitar Hero 3.
Dude, no
yeah.
doubt. No
Playing
doubt.
Knights of Sidonia on Guitar Hero
Yeah,
3.
yeah,
Shit was
that's what
epic.
made me a huge Muser fan.
Yeah.
Yeah. But then, I think you hit me up during that summer after graduation.
Yeah.
And we were like, let's just jam.
Yeah.
It was just like in the garage back in good
Kevin's
old Kevin's house.
You're like, hey, you're pretty
Yeah.
cute.
Yeah. It was like,
You like shot your shot musically.
Yeah.
Well, we had also made
We didn't
songs.
talk a lot in high school, but
I think I have some of the songs that we made in Mucky's class on
Dude,
CD.
that
and they're
shit
really
is
cringy.
funny.
But it's funny, yeah.
What did it sound
you
like?
have them still?
I have them somewhere. I have to dig for them. But
Oh, what
but
was
yeah,
that
it's
one?
just like we made them on this little. It was a recording class, and we didn't know how to record, so Kevin did the recording for us. So he would just like set up this little. It was like this little like Roland like multi-track recorder thing, and we would do like all the takes in one take. Like we didn't know how to like cut
that-
or
like,
like
That's
nudge
when
or
you knew
anything
you
like
were
that.
actually like
Yeah. So we would just like
Yeah.
play all in takes. So like obviously like when you listen back to everything separately, it's like things are a little off and stuff like that. But we were just like, fuck it, this sounds sick.
Yeah.
So sick though.
Yeah, and then the summer after we graduated, we started playing, and
that's when you kind of introduced me to Jack White.
Yeah.
And we started getting into Black Keys and that whole genre.
Yeah. We
So that
started
kind of
fucking with
shaped
that,
the ambivalent
like
sound.
blues,
Yeah.
rock kind of shit that was going on then. Yeah,
Man, I was playing. I had the MIDI keyboard, the M Audio one,
Yeah.
and we were just. No, I had the Yamaha keyboard, that
that
shitty
big one.
beginner's piano starter keyboard.
Yeah.
And man, the sounds were just awful. Yeah, so then I wanted to get more into synthesizers, and
Yeah.
I saw Moog, and I was like, man. And
Damn,
I've
so
had
you
it ever
picked that
since.
shit up like fucking 10 years ago then.
Yeah,
little
it's old.
Yeah.
It's old.
Damn.
I didn't realize like that's like kind of a sought after synth.
Yeah.
The little fatty.
Yeah, that's like widely used. I didn't know that shit is.
Also,
It's-
your Nord,
Yeah.
I feel like we have you have pretty solid shit, dude, honestly.
There's so much on the Nord I
Power.
still haven't even
Yeah.
figured out. Yeah. You know why that model is so sought after is because it was the last one designed by Bob Moog himself
Really?
before he passed.
The little
Yeah.
fatty was.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
And then after that, it's all just whatever the company put out.
Like
Yeah.
He
reproduction.
would be
Yeah.
Bob.
to Bob Moog. Huh? to
Bob.
for you.
That's so dope that you guys were producing, or like I guess not producing is like a bit of a stretch, but like making your own songs in high school. You know, like
Yeah, to a certain extent. Yeah, we were. Yeah,
I feel like
we started
that's
then.
for musicians. That's like pretty important. I like you guys had Miles on, right? On this podcast.
Yeah. With young men.
He teaches like really young kids to learn
I
how
know.
to produce.
Yeah,
Use
yeah.
Ableton super early on.
Yeah, doesn't he
I
have
feel
some
like-
like 10-year-old student?
Yeah.
And, like some of the shit like this kid was playing, I was like, yo, that's dope.
Dude, yeah, I
Exactly,
can't imagine like to that point. Like I talk about this with like engineers and producers sometimes. Like I started watching videos for this shit when I was like 18 and 19. But imagine like a 10-year-old kid who now has YouTube and is like starting to learn this stuff. Like
Yeah.
then, like by the time they're 19 or 20, they're gonna be like fucking amazing.
Exactly,
Legend.
exactly.
Yeah,
And
like
a lot of people
versed.
kind of get dug into learning or like mastering your instrument, which is super important. But at
Yeah.
the same time, you can learn how to make your own shit sound good, so you can write your
Yeah.
own songs. By the time you're like 25 and you like really want to put out shit that you're super proud of, you're gonna be like pretty well versed in that too.
Yeah.
I didn't pick up Logic until I was like fucking 19, 20.
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
know? and I feel like that was kind of a setback. But if I had like picked it up when I was before my nuts had dropped, I feel like
well, yeah, and it's like I'm sure like even like when you were 19 or 20 or whatever, like I mean, let's say like 10 years ago or something, like the videos like weren't as like you couldn't learn as much on YouTube as you could like maybe going 20 years back it was like there was literally nothing. You either had to get like a book or like a course or something like that. Like now it's like
the most hyper specific stuff like on YouTube and like think about like here's like an accessible like example like for video games and stuff like that. Like if I'm stuck like in Elden Ring for example, like if I was stuck on like this one thing, I could be like, oh, like Lakes of Liurnia, like left exit out of this like one specific cave, like where do I go? And it'd be like, okay, so first here like you're gonna do this and this, and it's like a 30-second video. I'm like, oh, okay, fantastic.
And you could find it however in depth you want it to be. Like it could be a 3-minute video or it can be a 25-minute video into, I mean, obviously video games, but in terms of music production, you can really dig into what you're trying to get into and like get good at a certain thing. So that's kind of dope that you guys were fucking doing that super early on because...
Well, I didn't know how to do any of it at that age. Yeah. I just, like, luckily Kevin knew how to do it. I didn't know how to do it until a couple years later because when I first started playing guitar, I didn't really care about recording. I was just like, I just want to play guitar. Until I realized, like, what it actually meant.
So when did you start, like, learning how to use Pro Tools and, like, stuff like that?
That was, like, probably a couple of years after high school. That was probably, like, 2 years after high school I started learning all that. When we started recording our own shit, and then I would ask like whoever was recording us, I'd be like, what's going on here? Like what is all this?
Yeah.
And then they would kind of tell me.
I remember the first LP. It was all you, right?
Writing wise, it was me, and then we wrote a song together.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But production wise,
no. Production wise, it was well. First, this kind of goes along with the story of our band, but we met this guy Marco, who we found on Reverb, who was like a producer, recording engineer. And then we went and recorded with him. He actually taught me a lot about recording, like, because we ended up going on tour together, and I had just like a lot of time to talk. And I would just like
the guy from the Mansion, right?
Yeah. They were a band called the Mansion, like a hard rock band, and we had a lot of time to talk. So I would ask him like a bunch of questions, and he would like he's Italian, like from Italy. Italians like love to talk and over communicate. So he just like more than I would want to know. Like I would ask like one question, he would just like dump this information.
Right.
But it would be like really, really useful. So that like after that, because like it was him recording us, and then there was another one of our friends, Michael Alanick.
Oh yeah.
Shout out Michael, who used to work at this studio, and he recorded our EP for us. And he was kind of the same thing. I was kind of like asking a bunch of questions about like microphones and stuff like that. Yeah. And then like that's how. So like those two people kind of got me like into it, and then just kind of like picking up things from there.
Yeah.
But yeah.
On what are you gonna do? Like that was all you doing all the engineering. Right?
Yeah.
No.
Wait, what?
No, that was Michael. That was our friend Michael.
Dude.
I didn't know how to engineer or like I didn't even know how to mix then. Like he.
Wait, but when we recorded tracks.
What are you gonna do? Yeah, Swells. Yeah. Sorry, I thought
we were talking about ambivalent.
Yeah. No. Yeah.
I'm like, who's this person? I'm like, fucker.
No, yeah.
I'm like, this is exactly the story of what happened with the ambivalent and Swells. Like we just slowly merged into one.
Yeah.
It was a fusion.
Exactly. Like that time. Yeah. So that would be like right when I kind of started knowing what to do. Like then I was kind of like, I think I could do this by myself. Yeah. And then that was kind of that.
Yeah, because I was thinking like you recorded With My Love, like, and that like me and Raheem came to you.
Yeah.
And, like, you had already been doing that for at least a little bit because you
a little bit, yeah.
You like mixed that, you engineered that, and like that was that, right?
Yeah. But looking back, I'm like, I didn't really like know that much what I was like. I kind of knew what I was doing.
But that's how it starts. Like you just
that's how you do it.
You run into problems, you solve the problem, and now you're a little bit more experienced than you were.
Yeah, exactly. That's just kind of how it works. Such is life.
See if I can hit this. Oh!
Did I hit the camera?
Wait, did you hit the camera?
Yeah.
Let me see.
we gotta check to make sure that the camera's still on Wyatt.
Wait, what were you trying to hit?
I was trying to hit the camera.
You were? No, I hit the camera.
I missed it now.
Is it still on?
Yeah, we're still.
Is Wyatt in frame though?
Go sit down, Neil.
Sorry, I fucked it. I didn't think I was gonna hit
These
the
guys
camera.
bully me 24/7.
Neil, sit the fuck down. All right, we're good.
Sorry. I just wanted to do something flashy, you know.
You did hit it. That was pretty solid.
Yeah.
That's pretty spot on.
So what's going on? Let's Harry. Let's hear a little bit about your about your musical story. We've also known you for like a
My
surprisingly
musical
very long time.
I know. It's
Since the early days.
you were like
Yeah.
a teenager when we met, right?
Yeah, I was in high school.
And you were a high schooler the first time you played with us.
I remember the first time I met.
Wait, sorry. Could you put that beer on the floor? I think it just might be bought in the shot.
Yeah, sure.
Sorry. Sorry.
Oh my
to be-
God, I'll put it at my
Type shit
feet.
over
Yeah,
Try and
sorry
not
to be
knock it
fucking-
over.
Running the podcast ain't easy. Man. we don't have a Jamie. This isn't JRE, bro.
Oh
It's
no.
Leroy.
This is Leroy's our
man.
production assistant, bro. He
God.
mostly just scratches wires.
Leroy, hand
He's
me the
not very
beer.
useful. We do pay him a full salary though.
Jesus. No, but I remember the first time I saw you guys. At least I think it was at Blue's house. And you were just like a 3-piece at the time. I don't even think Jason was in the band at that point. But I had a
Maybe you were in San Diego or something.
Oh yeah.
I was
or,
going to
or maybe
school really
okay.
early
Oh,
on, yeah.
okay, yeah, maybe you were. The first time I saw you guys, it was just a 3-piece, but
Mm-hmm.
I had on a Snarky Puppy shirt, and Maddie came up to me afterwards and was like, "Yo, you like Snarky Puppy?" And we talked about Snarky Puppy for a bit because we're fucking nerds.
Yeah.
But yeah, I played in New Yesterday.
Was that the first band you were in?
I think so. Yeah, I think I joined them in like 10th grade because I knew Daniel from middle school, and Daniel went to a different high school than I did, and he met a whole bunch of people in his high school who were in bands, and no one in my high school was in bands, so I just kind of
Where'd you
assimilated.
go to high school?
I went to Reseda.
Okay,
And,
Reseda.
yeah, and they all went to Cleveland.
You know, you probably went to Reseda the same time my little brother Duncan did, actually.
Oh,
What
really?
year did you graduate?
2017.
Yeah, I think you and Duncan probably were like
Really?
Yeah, like
Oh,
similar.
shit.
Well, how old are you?
No, I'm 23.
Yeah, you literally graduated the same year as Duncan.
No
Yeah.
way.
Yeah,
Oh my
that's
God.
crazy.
We probably like graduated together.
You probably did.
Oh my God. Well, that's
Small
so
world.
funny.
Yeah.
I didn't know your brother went
Reseda
to Reseda.
Regents, right?
Yeah, Reseda Regents.
Yup.
That's your
crazy.
mascot?
Yeah.
Yeah, Duncan and Harry graduated the same year.
What's a regent?
God damn.
It was like a lion, right, or
Yeah, it's like a king. Like
Okay. Okay.
yeah.
That's really
Sick.
crazy. That's wild.
Yeah. Wow, I didn't know that. But yeah, I was on like marching band and stuff too at that school, which was fun, but that's a different story. It's also not important. But
Sounds important.
But yeah, Daniel and Aiden and I started just playing shows and stuff. And we picked up Baron along the way. We stole him from Sad Park.
Right.
And
That's
then-
right. I forgot Baron was in Sad Park.
Yeah, there was a while where he was playing them both.
right.
New Yesterday and Sad Park.
Uh-huh.
And then yeah, I don't know. And then what? We played
And then
shows.
Are you
Just,
guys,
and
are
then
you
we
guys still
shows.
like working on that song or like the couple songs that you guys were gonna put out recently?
We were like, because we're all doing like school now and we're all back in the area. So we're like hanging out and stuff, but we haven't really started playing music together.
Yeah.
All four of you you guys have hung out together, or
Not all 4 of us in the same place, but like
Damn.
three of us
You guys
at
are
a
a little
time.
split.
Okay.
That's usually how it happens.
Yeah.
You guys had some really good tunes. I remember Aiden had
Thank
a
you.
really fucking nice voice too.
I know I liked Aiden's voice a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's been keeping writing songs and stuff. He's been sending me stuff for like the past 4 years at school. Just every so often, I'll get a text from him that's like a
Like a
audio
idea.
file, and he's like, "What do
Yeah.
you think of this?"
Yeah.
That's fucking cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like
So
his
then
lyrics.
you were in New Yesterday until you went to Berkeley.
Yeah, I guess that was like 2 years. But yeah, we recorded with Jackson Rao, who I saw you guys
Yeah.
have on the last one. I got to listen to that one.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, we were recording in his like garage. I think we were like one of the first like 2 or 3 bands that he was like recording, because we paid him something like 20 or 30 bucks a song. Like we did like a whole album with him.
Fucking
Like he like
outrageous.
recorded it like at his place and like mixed it all for like $150, I
Yeah.
think, or something like
my God.
Yeah.
something stupid like that. But yeah, he did like
It's actually still his rate today, so if you want to work with him,
Oh, man.
Airing his
Yeah.
fucking business.
Yeah.
I mean, he did like a really good job, and it was really fun working with him and stuff.
Yeah, no,
he was
Jackson's
like
great.
younger than us too. I mean, I guess he
still
still
is,
is
yeah.
younger than
Yeah,
us.
he was younger
That
than
has
us.
not changed.
That's how time
But-
works. Yeah.
Yeah,
He's fucking sick though. I remember thinking when he was like
Yeah, yeah.
16, 15, I'm like, This guy's gonna be really fucking good. He is.
Yeah, definitely. He is good for his age. I mean, he's good in general, but it's crazy how young he is.
Yeah.
He's always was like super professional, like even as like a teenager.
Exactly. Yeah. When he was like 16, like
Right.
yeah.
Yeah, I remember like talking to him after like Sad Park sets and just being like, hey, you know, you played really well, and expecting me to be like, oh yeah, thanks, dude, you know, whatever, that's cool. He's like, hey man, I really appreciate it. Yeah, I'm really excited to watch your guys' set. Like
He's always like standing around with like his ears plugs in, with like
Right.
with, like,
When you
with
wear
his arms
earplugs, you're
crossed.
like, man, this guy is on top of it.
But like always like right in the front, you know?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Like the vibe commander. I love it.
Yeah.
I
Too good.
still neglect the fucking earplugs, even though I know it's.
I know,
should
same
definitely
here.
be
We were
on
just
top of
talking
that.
about Harry
I-
just got some new earplugs.
Yeah, I just dropped like fucking $40 at Guitar Center today.
I feel like that's important. You got the really good quality ones.
Yeah, because I had some like $20 ones for like years, but I just lost them like sometime when we were like rehearsing, I guess, or like in the last 6 months or a year. I just haven't been playing with earplugs, and I'm like, I'm gonna destroy my ears. I need to.
I just remember
Yeah.
thinking like, oh my god, you like, does it make me look pretentious or like weird? And I'm like, at the end of the day, who gives a fuck? It's
doesn't
my
matter.
ear
Yeah.
quality that
Yeah,
I don't have
yeah.
to worry about in 50 years. If
Yeah,
I'm still alive.
exactly,
Like,
Yeah, like
exactly.
you're gonna be like 90 years old and be like, I looked cool as fuck.
Yeah, I know.
Half the time they're like not even noticeable too, unless you have
True.
like the CVS ones that are like fucking pink. That are like
Yeah.
sticking
Right.
halfway out
I
your
like the
ear,
clear
yeah.
ones that you like. Obviously, like he said, you can't really notice.
Yeah, exactly.
You can
just
tell
gotta-
someone's really professional if they're like tied on like the string.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Then
I
it's
mean,
like,
that's just
oh, yeah.
good. That's just common
This guy
sense, bro.
fucks.
You can't, lose
Can't
that.
drop them. I'm gonna be vibing too hard. You know?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Damn.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh shit.
I haven't had beer in a little bit. It's worth it.
Are you
Yeah.
drunk right now? What the fuck is going on?
It's none of your business whether it's good or
I'm,
not.
I'm the fun police, dude.
Are you fucking
Are you having
drunk?
fun right now, dude?
I'm
Knock it
good.
off.
I'm gonna
God damn.
after the podcast when we all fuck.
That's the truth. I've never heard it.
Oh man.
Oh, dude,
Well,
I've been
we got,
saying this.
we've got what? Go ahead.
What do you? What?
No, go ahead.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
All right,
Do you guys do this every single time you need to fucking speak?
Once an episode, we have like a politeness competition. I've been saying this. So okay, whoa, I might be a little drunk. 2 beers in, cheap date, not even 1.5. Anywho, after we rehearse, usually Tuesday nights. When we get home after rehearsals, I'll send a fateful text to Jason, and the text reads, "Dink?" question mark.
Oh no.
And what that means is that we're gonna hop online and play online video games together.
Yeah.
And I've been saying this for months that as a band, we need to hop on some mother flippin' video game and play as a fucking unit. I want a Swells clan. I don't care. It could be fucking Minecraft. I'm down.
Dude, I've never played Minecraft.
It's
Really?
fun as fuck, bro.
Minecraft was pretty good. I played.
You
even,
played
even
it?
I played that.
That's
yeah.
like the last video game I
But that was in
expect you
high
to
school
play.
when it first came out, and it was like, "What's this?"
It's
It's
still
like,
fun.
yeah.
I want to play and I want to figure this out on the podcast. What is like a fun video game that like maybe we already all have, or like something that we could all try together? I want to. It's team building.
Dude, I feel like the one game that would have worked would have been like Red Dead Redemption.
Online.
But I heard that they killed it. Like they're gonna deactivate the
What?
service.
No.
Yeah.
Really?
Really?
That game's like 2 years old.
I know exactly. It literally just fucking came out.
Is it
and-
for GTA 6?
Huh?
Is it for GTA 6?
I think it's just not getting enough traffic.
Really?
And I
They
saw
don't
it
keep
trending
the
on Twitter
servers.
that they're like, rest in peace, Red Dead Redemption 2, or whatever. I was like, bro, I haven't even gotten to play that with my friends.
I thought people were playing that, but I
Yeah.
guess. not.
I don't know. I guess they did a really shitty update and they like took out a lot of the really fun games that they had on there. To be fair, I've never tried it, so maybe there's a reason for that.
Yeah.
Well, I
But-
thought it was like pretty like underdeveloped. Like they just did like Rockstar's whole thing was that they were just like spending way too much investment into GTA 5. I mean that console or that game has had like a new release, quote unquote, for like 3.5 or like 4 console generations.
Red Dead or GTA?
GTA 5.
Oh, okay.
It's been the online thing alone has been going on for like a decade.
That's how they make money.
Right,
It's
right.
like
Yeah.
when people have games on their phone and they just keep buying like in-game currency. I know that's like obviously it's like perpetual money. And I
yeah,
think,
when you check like the PlayStation sale, like half of it is like GTA tokens that are going on
Yeah.
sale.
Have you guys ever bought stuff in a video game?
Nah,
Yeah.
fuck that.
I've bought like I used to play 2K a lot I like sports video games sometimes. And I'll get like VC is what they call it.
What's that?
It means it's like money in the game, and you can upgrade your attributes, or you can upgrade your fucking swag or whatever, like your clothes. And I always do it for like my player so I can make him better.
You like roll up wearing like beats and stuff?
Yeah,
now?
yeah. No, I usually just do it to make him like better, so it's a funner experience. For me.
Okay.
But besides that, you know what? I used to play fucking Clash of Clans. That shit was gas back in the day.
You were on Clash of Clans?
Yeah.
I used to play. There was like a Hobbit online like mobile app that was kind of like you'd have a kingdom and you could develop your kingdom and get like invaded and stuff.
I like those developmental games where you see shit like rise over time.
Yeah, but those ones are also like kind of pay to play, where like you could like, oh, like you're building like some farmland. It's like if you spend $1, we could like expedite this, and like it could be done as soon as you pay, or you'd have to wait like 24 real-time hours before it's like actually built.
Yeah, that's bullshit. I feel like if it's like one of those things where it's like obviously gets to a point where they just want money, then I'm kind of out, you know?
Yeah.
But if it's like I'll pay $2 to kind of upgrade something that I want right now, like it's not that. There's no harm in that, you know.
Neil, what's something that you've spent?
I've spent a bunch on Rocket League.
Rocket League?
Yeah,
See,
in the
he
past.
plays Rocket League.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I'm down to hop on that.
Yeah.
But no, in the past, dude, it was cool. Like, I don't know if you guys played it.
No, it's good.
Sorry,
Yeah,
We good?
he zoomed out. We're good.
I don't know if you've played it when it first came out, but they had this thing where you could unlock keys, and then they had these chests, and that's how you would get all those tops and those skins. And now you just gotta buy everything, and
They
it
have
makes me not want to.
spheres. Like I guess there if you keep playing now. I mean, because me and Maddie have been playing like pretty regularly.
Yeah.
It's not necessarily chests anymore. It's like fucking spheres, but it's the same.
Yeah,
kind of
yeah.
premise.
They got those blueprints now, right?
Yeah.
But it's like
So if you buy the battle pass and like the more you play and like level up through like
It's called the Battle Pass.
It's Modern Warfare 2 too. I think they call it the Battle Pass.
Dude, yeah.
Every game calls for
yeah, they
Oh,
just call it-
yeah.
it's like a new mechanic in games, like a
okay.
battle. It's like a season pass.
We should have
SimCity Battle Pass.
we should have Swells Battle Pass. Where if
Yeah,
you pay extra money, you'll hear like an acoustic version of Dream.
You get a T-shirt and a door and a pin.
Yeah, exactly.
we don't have a
Yeah.
Patreon. It's a Swells battle pass.
Exactly. You donate a rose and you get a date with Wyatt. You know?
You gotta pay 1,600 gamer points on Xbox.
Swells bucks.
Yeah, we
baby.
just
Oh,
pimp out
man.
members of our band.
I used to buy like fucking avatar like stuff for my Xbox 360 avatar. I would pay like
Oh, no.
$5
that was so
for
dope,
like a
honestly.
shirt. Yeah,
That's
Oh
hard.
my god, that's
it was the worst.
fucking
No
funny.
one like ever saw that.
I didn't even
either.
want to pay. It was like $10 to change your gamer tag on Xbox. I was like,
Yeah.
I'm not
Oh
paying
my
for this
God.
shit.
PSN, they let you do it three times for free.
Really?
Once now.
Once?
Once
Yeah,
now.
it's one.
Damn, I already did it once, so I don't know if they're
Damn.
gonna let me do it again.
That's
Oh.
dirty.
You don't think it's grandfather?
It's stupid because I did my own name, and I'm like, why the fuck did I do this? Now people who hate me online can just find my yeah.
Well, your
But
name's
it's
just Jason
toxic
Ayala.
It's backwards. It's Ayala Jason. If anyone wants that,
Oh,
I'm
dude.
fucking.
Has
sending-
anyone like ever threatened you online and been like, I'm coming to your house and wanna
When
kick
I
your
was in
ass?
like 7th and 8th grade, I used to play Modern Warfare 2, and that was the most toxic game
Right.
I've ever
It
fucking
was so
played, dude.
good.
Yeah.
That game was really good, but dude, would people get upset?
the people would say the craziest shit.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
like genuinely be really upset with you if you were beating them, because they would, you know, you could do like 360 no scopes,
Yeah.
really embarrassing shit in the game. So they would be like really upset. They'd 1v1, and then at that point you're super invested. So you're like, I fucking hate this person more than anything.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you get challenged to a 1v1 and then it would just be like
They'd invite you to a private lobby, dude. Those are the days. looking
Dude, the
back.
golden era, getting like angry voice messages from people.
Right.
Like, yeah, you'd open up the like thing and it'd be like the bar like running down and they'd just be yelling at you over their like shitty like Xbox.
Or it would just be like a message. It would just be like a text message.
Yeah,
and it would say
right.
like, you know,
the first time
you.
I really got hate like that, I was actually at Jason's and he like Dead by Daylight had just come out.
Oh man.
And I was like sleeping over and he was like, yo, you like this new game just dropped, like you gotta play this is like pretty fun. And I didn't really know how to play the game, so I like in the game like there's like a killer and then like 4 like, you know,
5 people who they have to survive by like
Yeah.
setting traps or like escaping in the end, obviously.
Yeah. So I was playing the killer, and then you can like hook a survivor, and then if you just wait there long enough, they'll just die. because you can just pick them up again and put them back on. And then I just did that until this guy was dead. And then I got you got a message on like your private account. It was like, wow, bro, you're like the best to ever play this game. Like, I can't believe how skilled you are. Like, it must take so much like determination to just like camp by where like he was
he was so upset.
Yeah, I know. Dude, like he wrote a whole like fucking MLA Chicago format. Like,
I'm like a knockoff Jason Voorhees right now, and you're a fucking 16-year-old girl. Like, are we really, getting to this level? Who gives
this is
a
my
fuck?
life.
Yeah, I know. When people start losing video games, they're like, "You have no life. You're a fucking virgin."
Yeah.
Which I am. But
Dude,
you don't have to
never-
bring
yeah,
that
I would
in.
if someone called me a virgin, bro, I would fucking die.
Yeah, exactly.
I am not a virgin.
That would fucking tear me to shreds.
So what's a video game that we can all play together?
I think Rocket League is getting there. If you and
Sea of
me,
Thieves.
Neil said he's down. Have you played Rocket League?
don't have
Yeah,
a
but I'm just
PC.
trash at it. But
I don't
there's
have
like
anything
5 of
now.
us though. I don't
What
think we can
happened to
do
your
it.
Xbox?
can
I
play-
sold that shit.
You sold it.
Yeah.
That's
I
like
sold
hood
it.
bankruptcy. I heard on Twitter.
Dude, that's what it is in this house right now.
Damn.
No, I just wasn't playing it very often, and
Yeah, I get it.
Like, if I get back into video games, I'll probably just buy one of the newer generation things.
PS5
or
PS5 squad.
Yeah.
You should just
I
give
guess if that's
him your
what the thing-
PS4. Edwin doesn't
Edwin-
need that shit.
Yeah, Edwin doesn't need, but he can't play online if I'm playing online. That's the thing.
I would have to get my own.
No, well, hold
yeah,
on.
like
If you just
tag.
give him your PS4, then he could factory reset it and just make his own account.
No, I know. I'm just no.
I would do
It'd
it for
be
this for this event, for this occasion.
It'd be funny. It'd be really funny to be like, "Yo, Edwin, I need my PS4 back because I want to play it with Wyatt."
Can we just stop doing the podcast and talk about how important this is?
I'm down. This is honestly, I really like, and we've been doing this a little bit more, like especially this summer. Like we all went to the beach and stuff.
Yeah.
I really like, and I think it's important for bands to like actually like do like extra credit activity.
Extra credit? What the fuck is that?
Extracurricular.
Are we in school right now?
No.
You
know
get
what
an
I mean.
extra drink ticket
Like
at the
bonding.
gig if you
Yeah.
come to this event.
No, like bonding experiences are important. Like I really like hanging out. Well, I like you guys.
I
which
want to
think is
know.
important.
I want to know, Jason. When did you become like the beach goat?
And the beach god.
yeah. When,
Dude,
when did that happen?
I used to fucking hate the beach. But I think when I became like financially independent, I must have been like 18 when I was going to school. I started paying for my own beach setup, and I like slowly started accumulating things. I went to school in San Diego, so like that's a great beach town.
Right.
But I started slowly accumulating things that made my beach experience way more comfortable.
Yeah.
So I was like, the beach isn't that bad if you
No.
know how to plan for it. And I think that's with everything, if
Right,
you fucking
right.
plan for it.
When did the table and the benches come into play?
Well, okay, my girlfriend, we've been together for 4 years, and she's like super organized, and like she kind of plans things out in her own right. So when she noticed that I like love going to the beach, she was like, I can get this, I can get this. So
Nice.
dude, we pulled up to the beach like a couple months ago with Edwin and his friends and like all of our friends. And
Yeah.
we had like fucking tables and,
Dude,
and like mats. And
That was like the
towels and shit.
coolest beach day I've been to
No, it
like,
was
ever.
so fun. So fun. I wish, you guys had made it, but I fucking love the beach. I feel like honestly we gotta
Yeah.
plan another one. Where
Definitely.
It's just us, you know?
Definitely.
I'm down.
Yeah.
I'm super fucking.
No, that
down.
shit's hype.
I'm basically the king of the ocean.
You are the king of the ocean. Nobody, you're Poseidon at this point. Like,
We do be swimming, bro. We go out there and see how far we can swim and still touch the bottom.
do you think it's only a matter of time before some bad shit happens with that?
What do you
No.
mean?
The swimming in the ocean?
No.
That far out?
Dude, we low key.
Just seeing
Okay, hold on.
seeing who can go
'cause
the
we get out
farthest
there.
out.
We get out there. We do this thing. I don't know if anybody's seen Gattaca out there. This movie
We do. We say like this is like Gattaca.
every single time. But we play a game of chicken where we like swim out into the ocean, and we're like, okay, at this point we're gonna touch the bottom of the ocean, and it first starts at like 5 feet, 7 feet, 10 feet, and then it gets to like 15, 20 feet. And we have to really hold our breath, and we're like, okay, do you want to go
It's
back?
dark. You can't see anything.
can't see
so
shit.
You're closing your eyes and like
Oh, that's
pressing.
wild.
No.
And it's the sea, so it's salty, so it's buoyant. It's not like going in a pool and like going down. You can sink pretty fast in a pool, but you're way more buoyant in the ocean because of the salt. It's not as it's crazy. But
Yeah, no, it does get a little scary at a certain point, and then honestly, we've gotten to a good point where we just compromise and we're like, we should go back.
Yeah.
But to answer your question, yes. we're gonna get
One day.
we're gonna get fucked up by some sharks pretty soon.
I don't know if it's sharks or if it's just like the strength of the ocean that's like.
We
Caught in a
would,
riptide.
yeah. No, that's scary. Recently,
Lifeguards don't like it when we do that.
they do. They get a little fucking territorial. I
They're
guess
just mad 'cause
they just don't want to get in trouble.
They
They
just
don't
well, they don't want to do all that work.
Money.
Yeah, they don't want to like get in the water and like.
want to work. Is that what it is? Yeah. No. I mean, I feel like if we can tell that the tide is super high and the waves are coming in, we wouldn't fuck with that.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
if it's like pretty tame, we'll go out there. We're pretty strong swimmers, so I feel like I'm definitely down to get in the water whenever. But
Yeah.
I have gotten fucked up and I've like scarred my face by getting dragged by a riptide.
Oh,
so
shit.
it's like,
That's
Yeah.
at the shore though.
yeah. If
That's not out there.
no,
Bless you.
exactly. The deeper you go, the less waves there are. So
Nothing
it's
bad
like,
is ever gonna.
Yeah,
happen.
that's true. That's
you
true.
know. Are you saying you're gonna go to the beach with me or like what's the?
Yeah, I'm waiting for the invite.
Yeah, we gotta set up.
Yeah.
So, at the very least, the next time we play Rocket League, we're doing threes. We're doing trios.
I feel like that's crucial. You know, that's gotta happen.
We're having rehearsal on Tuesday.
You guys got to
That's
send me your like PSN.
Bro, I
names.
have. We've talked
Like
about
every
this.
rehearsal,
No,
every
you know,
like rehearsal, we
don't
leave
just because
and
there's
I'm
a
like,
camera here.
all right, we
don't be
gotta
like, you
let's
guys really
exchange
gotta
our
do the
PSN
legwork and
because
send me the information.
I'm calling you out live on the
Get-
I'm gonna
air,
text you tonight. Like,
live
honestly,
in front of our
add me
Twitch
fucking right
chat.
Yeah,
We could do it tonight.
yeah. Are you still streaming on Twitch or have you done that?
No,
recently?
it's honestly a big time commitment, and it's of all the of all the Swells responsibilities, I think it's not as high on the list.
Yeah.
So,
No,
yeah.
sure. You got other shit too. Like you got fucking
A job.
serious relationship.
Yeah.
You got family. You know, there's other things in your life.
Yeah, I
Besides,
do love streaming though. Streaming is super fun. When we get to a point where we're financially stable through just music and stuff like that, as a form of like relaxation, and also like it's kind of a side hustle too. Like the bigger you are with it, I would definitely like make streaming a more.
T-Pain says that he's gotten more money from streaming than he has from music.
you're fucking
Dude, his
lying,
stuff is
bro.
No,
Look it
no,
up.
I believe
Look it up.
Yeah, you go on any one of T-Pain streams and he has like a casual 10,000, and when you have like he has like however many subscribers, that's like $5 a person per month. That adds up, bro.
Yeah.
It's crazy. It's crazy.
Yeah,
Sitting
you
in
could
your
have
bedroom.
like 10K a month. Like
Didn't we do our COVID streams on Twitch or?
Yeah.
So you guys just hoarded that money or like?
No, we used the donation money to pay for all the cameras and
That's
and,
true.
and all
That was
Hey,
the production.
dude.
We're
dude.
waiting
was a
on some
production.
money, but well, this
Did
is
you
like
see it? Yeah, I know.
you saw. Well,
I saw
that's
it.
like business stuff. We'll talk
Yeah,
about
yeah.
that later. Yeah, I don't know what that's about.
We're ruined.
Yeah, I don't know what that is. But
Yeah.
You guys are just dropping some cryptic shit about how Swells are
Yeah,
done.
it's like we actually-
the
We
thing
can't
is,
talk about it
so,
now?
Like, I was earning subscriber money doing like video game stuff on Twitch, and you don't get paid out until it's like $100. So I didn't even know we had money like sitting in Twitch and stuff, and there was like we had like money sitting in our PayPal that I had nothing like I had no idea about, and then Twitch like sent us an email saying like, hey, we're trying to pay you out, but your information's wrong. Anyways, evidently, like it's some of it.
Yeah,
IRS,
it's like mundane
We have
shit.
done nothing wrong.
No, it's
the IRS is
no.
gonna come
We
after
didn't
us.
do anything wrong. I'm sure there's some way to figure it out.
Yeah, there's a solution. There's a solution.
Anyways, there's some weirdness
Bribe?
going on with PayPal.
Bribe.
Yeah, if we bribe them, we're not gonna make much money out of the payout. And
You didn't even know it was there, so what does it fucking matter?
Oh, it'd be nice to help pay for these the music video and
We just
stuff.
pay rent for the lockout.
What did you guys think about the video that we made with Karina?
Mid.
It was fun. It was fun. It was a bit stressful because I think the bookstore owner, like, okay, we're making a video for Sirens, which is gonna be our next single, but
Yes.
we're doing all of it through our friend Karina, who's like hooking us up. She's doing all the legwork and like trying to find locations and shit. We're doing it at a bookstore, or we did it at a bookstore, and the bookstore owner was like acting really sketchy, pretending like he didn't know what the deal was, even though everything was in writing, you know?
Yeah, she
And we all
called
bought
him
books,
the
too.
day
Yeah,
before.
no.
Well, that
That
was good.
settled
I'm
it,
glad
I
we
think.
did that.
Yeah.
When we walked in, so okay, so we're getting ready to. This is like 2-3 weekends ago. Two
weekends ago.
and it's like an hour before I'm gonna leave to go to the shoot. I'm just kind of like relaxing, like trying to like catch a quick nap in my bed, and then my phone starts buzzing. It's Karina. I'm like, okay, that's the day of the show. We're probably just touching base. And then Karina hits me up. It's like, hey, so I just called the guy just to do a last minute confirmation. Like I called him yesterday. Everything's cool. And I called him today just to like confirm the time we're coming in. And he's saying he doesn't know that we were shooting today. And and he's trying to say that we can't do the shoot today. And she's like, I'm already parked in the back. They open in. Sorry. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
They
Get it together.
they open in 10 minutes. So I'm just gonna go in there and just talk to him and like work my magic and do that stuff. And I'm like, well, that's fucking lame. If anyone's gonna be able to handle it, it's definitely gonna be Karina. So
Yeah.
I'm just gonna not try to worry about it because obviously if he's gonna do some fuck shit, there's nothing we can really do. Anyway, she hooks it up. She like calls me. She's like, all right, we're just gonna meet a little bit later so that he can have his business and stuff. And then I'm like, okay, cool. So I get I'm like, it's a shoot day. I want to be prepared. I make sure I have everything. I end up getting there about a half hour early. I'm walking around. I was like, well, let me just check out this shop and kind of see what we're working with. I go and talk to the guy. I don't really introduce myself as like, hey, we're doing this shoot. I'm like, hey, do you have a restroom? And he's like, no, it's closed. It wasn't closed. We found out later. And
I think it's because you're a person of color. You know what I mean? He's like,
Just take a look at you. He's like, there's no way you're
like,
coming into my
this
bathroom. buddy."
fucking Mick.
Oh, is that a slur?
Oh, squirrel.
What the
Look,
hell?
there's
Okay,
multiple
okay.
squirrels.
For sure. We got some action in the stream.
So if you're listening on Spotify, there's like little baby squirrels. They might be gophers. Chipmunks in the Eagle cam. Anyways.
Dude, they're
They're
about to
gone.
be dinner.
They're gonna-
They're about to be
yeah,
dinner.
they
They
don't
hang
know-
around.
they
us.
They don't know where they're at.
They
Yeah.
hang
yeah,
around any
sure.
longer?
They're not aware. Anywho, so he's a little bit weird. I end up finding another restroom. We come back. We're all coming into the store, and this guy's like visibly nervous. And I, at this point, still don't know if he knows who we are. I know he knows Karina, and then obviously people bringing in equipment. He's looking really stressed out. So we all kind of talk. I'm like, hey, might be a good idea if we all kind of go in there, maybe buy a record or something like that.
Make
Just
nice, basically.
Make nice, support the store. He's got some nice records. Let's,
I remember we walked in there and like Harry, we were walking in together like behind the bookshelves, and this guy walks up to Karina as we walk in, and he's like, "Okay, now I'm freaking out. I wasn't freaking out before, but now I'm freaking out."
Yeah,
There
we
was,
like
three more
overheard
people-
him.
because there was just like 3 people walked in, which was like us.
And then
Yeah.
he like thought we were patrons. Like he
Yes.
thought we were just
Yeah.
trying to
Yeah,
buy shit.
yeah.
He didn't realize
Well,
that
that's-
He
we're
was
that's
like,
fair.
oh, it's rush hour now. He's
Right,
like,
right. Yeah.
rush hour. 3
Yeah.
people walk in and
He's like, just as they're setting up all the cameras, all these customers come in.
Just
He's
to set the
like,
vibe at this
it's just
bookstore.
us.
It's like
so we all pick out our records. I think you buy a book,
I
right?
did.
Wyatt? And
Bukowski.
then you buy a little little Bukaki book, and
Yeah.
then we, everyone but me kind of goes up to the register. I'm the last one. I go up to him. I buy the record. We're just smoozing. He's talking about like he was in North Hollywood. He used to live out there. I live there currently. We're talking about all that stuff. I'm like, yeah, I love that area. And then I end it like I make my personage, and I'm like, hey, I just really want to thank you for opening up your space to us. We all just me and the guys who all just bought stuff from you. We're all with the band. We just wanted to say thank you so much for opening the space. And he lets out this like, oh my God, like I thought we were having a rush. Like I was so nervous. And it's like, realistically, it's like
that bookstore
4
has
people-
not seen that many people in it ever.
Like,
we were
bro,
all the
were you
most
nervous?
polite people too. Like
Yeah,
quietly,
yeah.
like
We were very
literally
quiet
like
and,
like mice, like
yeah.
trying to get everything.
It's like it's dead quiet in this little
Yeah.
books. And like, listen, if it was like a mixed communication, like if by some chance Karina had been like, oh yeah, like it's gonna be like 2-3 people in the store max, maybe I would have understood that. But that's not her deal. Like I guarantee
Yeah.
you, all of the information was laid out very plainly.
Yeah.
And this guy was freaking out. And then
He was like, "This is way more equipment than I thought, dude. I was freaking out a little bit, but now I'm freaking out a lot." He kept saying that.
you saw that?
Yeah. No, I overheard
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, he
said
ended
that at
up
least
hanging
3
out
times.
until like 11 o'clock too.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
And then he dipped. I'm surprised he left.
He left us
Yeah.
with the store by ourselves. And
Yeah.
if anyone is gonna be like respectful of that, it's gonna be us. But like,
As a store owner, you have no idea who the fuck
You have
we
no
are.
idea.
yeah, exactly.
We could have dragged
Exactly.
everything.
I was shocked. He really dipped. But I think maybe we just set a
I mean, he had cameras in there,
Yeah,
Like-
yeah.
He had
for
cameras. Yeah, we were.
But if
also
you take
filming-
everything off the fucking shelves, like what's the camera?
Are you a master criminal? What the fuck is
taking
going on? Have you
everything,
done this before?
It's like,
yeah, cleared it out.
But
Why-
okay, but in terms of the shoot, Karina's a fucking
Karina's the
master.
goat.
Yeah,
Yeah,
she's
she's
the
the
goat.
best.
Yeah.
She's awesome.
and Tristan, and shout out Tristan.
Kate was
Yeah.
there. She was, she was
How
laying
did it
down.
feel? How did you feel dancing with that old lady? It got a
Dude.
little. It was a little funny for me, honestly.
Honestly, yeah,
was a
me
little funny.
too.
Oh, it was funny for you. I had to like put my lips against her cheek.
Yeah,
We faked
yeah.
a kiss, bro.
yeah, I
that's-
had to dance with her. She was like
Is
touching
that
my
too
chin.
much?
No,
No,
Why?
it
Not
means
too
it's gonna be out before the video, but yeah, there's this woman, Kate. She's
God bless her.
absolutely professional,
Great actress.
Super fucking.
She was awesome.
Great
She's
actress.
awesome, and the whole vibe of the video is that like we're low key like trying to flirt with her, and like all of us had our turn like trying to impress her, or whatever. But she was a G, and honestly, by the time I was done, it was like 10 p.m. She was like, "It's past my bedtime."
Dude, she was starting to get a
until
little tired.
after midnight.
Yeah,
our,
she was.
our stuff was the last set, and we we were the last kind of couple of shots there, and like she was like, "All right, like Karina," because they want to get the best take and stuff like that. And they're like, "Okay, let's just like run it again," and like giving little directions.
She upset?
She was like, "Yeah, if we could wrap this up, that would really be great." And like I could tell she was getting fussier and fussier, so I just started chatting her up. I was like, whatever she wanted to talk about. I was like, "Oh, that's really cool.
Yeah.
Like the 4 cats, that's sick." And then Costco, and that's awesome. And it ended up working out.
Did you guys fall in love, or like
We did.
Do you think you're gonna leave Hannah,
She
or what?
actually pegged me. that night.
Jesus.
I didn't. I was a little nervous at first, but she had poppers.
dude?
So
She was pulling out whippets.
yeah, so I was at like, I mean, I was still nervous. Like it doesn't like make you not nervous, but it definitely helped. Like I felt like I was a lot more loose, and
Yeah.
I mean, it was 13 inches. Which,
Oh.
but she started. I mean, it was very gradual and slow. So she told me to take a very deep breath
This
and hold
okay.
it and like exhale.
He's still getting pegged at this point.
Okay,
right?
okay, I was gonna
Are
say,
you
is this-
holding
Yeah,
on to
no,
this?
no,
Was this
and
something I
then
didn't
as
see?
like you exhale, like it starts like as you're relaxing with the popper and all that, like she goes in slow, and there was like 4 or 5 inches to start, and then by the end I was able to take it all, which is but
Did she have the apple like you were a roasted pig or something? Or like-
no, it was a lot more. Well, it was like I don't know, like Al Jolson.
what is
Well,
that?
he was like this guy. Was like he did like. Well, then we'll obviously cut this, but like he did like.
Don't give me more work to
did,
do.
like, he did like blackface and stuff like that. And
Aw,
she like was
God,
she
you
tried
know this.
she tried to say like she tried to do some of that, and I was like, let's not, and so I didn't. But that was the only thing that I was like really uncomfortable. Like I'll try anything once, but
Kate, if you're watching this, we really appreciate you helping us out with the video.
she
and,
obviously did none of that stuff.
These
That's
are
obviously a
the
joke.
we can't wait
these
for
are
you
the
to see
scenes
it.
that we're gonna put on the Patreon, the Swells Patreon.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
Swells Battle Pass, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or is that what we're calling the episode? The Swells Battle Pass?
Neil, how,
Yes.
you still got that tattoo?
Oh yeah. How was your experience?
Nah, it came off.
You
alright,
definitely
but
killed it. Like
When
I
did I
think out
take
of all,
your
I think
Did it?
out of all of us, you like rocked the show.
I
the
felt
hardest.
like she was guiding me throughout the whole process.
Really?
To be
know.
honest,
She was what?
no, like I felt her energy, man.
She was writing
like,
you?
guiding me.
Oh, guiding you.
she
Guiding you. Okay.
did that later. But
Yeah, Neil
Like-
actually did show up. I was a little like at first I was like, why? Like you're stepping on my shit. But actually it was
I know,
like a
I know.
welcome. It was a welcome. Like we had and we'll talk about that.
I'm excited for the video to come out. Like we're giving way too much
it's
away.
definitely the
right now.
funniest.
No,
it's the
Yeah,
funniest
yeah,
one
yeah.
so
you guys,
far.
I think this is like maybe my favorite music video that we've done so far.
Yeah.
cracking up while it was being filmed.
Yeah.
Like, watching everyone like.
Hold on, you gotta talk.
Give him the
Oh,
mic.
yeah,
Give
I
him the
got
mic.
you.
Yeah. Watching
oh,
everyone
shit.
film their scene.
Eiffel Tower.
It was really funny.
No, yeah, that was a good time. I'm excited for the next one.
What is
yeah.
what is gonna be our next single? What do you think? Like,
We'll
is
probably
this-
talk about that off camera.
no,
We
I
have
mean,
some-
who gives a fuck?
our next single.
Yeah.
It's the song. It's the working title. Flower Squash.
Flower squash.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I want to do that one that like sped up and then like slowed down again.
I know. I can't wait to play that live.
Yeah,
Really.
that's gonna be crazy.
Hell yeah.
Sick.
We have a lot of shit that we're working on.
Yeah.
and
We have a whole album.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We have a whole fucking album coming your way.
It'll be out in 2027. So
Don't worry
No
about
doubt.
that.
No doubt.
Don't worry about
Any
it.
beers left in here or what?
There's please. Would you open me up one, my friend?
let's just take a shot. What the fuck is going on here?
We'll do a shot. I'll take a shot out of
Hey.
you, sweet little bupkis. How long
Yeah.
have we been recording this?
I'm not sure. I don't think it's been that long.
Yeah.
It's been like a half an hour
This
maybe.
has been
30.
such a fun episode. so
No,
far.
honestly,
No, like about an hour actually. A little over an hour.
I like that. I like that.
I like that. Oh, thank you.
We have a lot of cool fucking songs on the album, and I feel like the majority of them are probably you and Maddie that have written like a good portion of it. What do you guys like? I feel like why? What do you write, or like how? What's your process when you write?
I don't know. It's kind of different every time. I feel like with this one, even though theoretically, like Maddie or I came with the song, or you or Neil, I think everyone kind of had their hands in a lot of these songs. I think like by the time we all started playing them, it was like everyone is kind of like
they were
throwing in there.
We had like the inception of ideas, right?
Yeah,
and then I really like how we did that.
I liked it too.
I think in the podcast so far we've talked a lot about like the Yosemite trip and like going out, and I think that was super awesome. But I think a big part of why I felt that was so successful was because of all those sheer hours. We just spent so much time in this rehearsal space, this lockout that we recently got, which has been just
we never really did that in the past, right? Where we like, I don't know, we would write something or like write a loop or a melody, and then we'd flesh that out in like production with Edwin.
During recording.
I think this time we were like, we should jam it. We should get into a room and just play it. And like, if we get mad at each other, which we did a lot, honestly, we should just grind it out and like see what works and like make a compromise. I like how we did that. Honestly, we played it, which was a little bit more natural because we were playing ideas that we were thinking on the spot, and if it didn't work, then it didn't work. But that was new for us, honestly.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, it was new. I mean, we got, I don't know if I don't think I ever, like, well, there was, like, more, like, logistic stuff that we did, like, a little bit heated with. But I think with the music stuff, like, I think, like, everything was, like, fairly, like we, there was, pretty like, cordial. Here and there. Yeah, it was pretty cordial.
Yeah, it's true. I fucking hate you guys, by the way.
It felt super, like, natural. Like, I don't know. It was, like, super easy to work everything out. Yeah. I mean, like, you guys already had, like, drum parts, like, written out, but not, like, written out, like, note for note, but more just kind of, like, drum.
You even brought...
Yeah.
You brought the flavor to it, Harry.
You guys had, like, sequence... like, sequence parts, and I could kind of, like, work off that. So it was like kind of nice. I didn't have to like hear a guitar riff and be like, all right, what the fuck am I gonna play? This? It was like, all right, so I kind of have a pretty general feel of like what you guys want to work with.
Like, do you prefer to write your own stuff, or do you prefer to have something that's already?
Oh, wait, say that in the mic.
Oh yes.
I was asking Harry if he prefers to like write his own stuff, or if he prefers to have something set, or you just play it.
Well, thank you, Jason, for this wonderful question. I don't know. I feel like I generally like to have kind of someone not like write something out, but kind of like
a little guide.
Yeah, kind of like, so I'm not thinking like, all right, what is the like kind of entire feeling of like what
is the right or wrong thing to like?
Yeah, exactly. Like at least like, do you want it to be like halftime or like just have a regular backbeat, or do you want it to be like more up tempo and kind of harsh or whatever? I kind of like it when it's more kind of, I'm given the overall feeling of it beforehand, then I can work into that and kind of play off that more than just kind of creating my own thing.
Yeah. I feel like one of my favorite days of creating this album was the drum day where we did it at Igloo.
Yeah, for sure. That was sick.
That was really fun.
Watching him grind out fucking like 8, 9
Yeah, Harry
songs.
did all the work in 2 days.
Bro.
Like,
hell yeah.
It's crazy.
It was dope. And
I got everything done in 2 days. You guys are slacking. Why isn't the album done yet?
Dude, I
damn.
know,
Come on.
bro. I know. You're right. You're right.
It's my fault. I've been lagging.
I've said this before on here, but I think it would be really cool before we're all dead to track an album completely live and like at the same time.
Oh yeah, I've always
feel like
live
it was
shit
like
is so cool, bro.
Yeah.
It's so cool, and I feel like when we were playing all these songs in the room, like there's all these like nuances that come out when we're all playing together, as opposed to just like tracking individually.
It's true.
A lot of shit happened like and that's like such a good aspect of the pre-production and doing it with everyone, and I think a big part of that too is like the fact that we were like, most days we were seeing each other, and like most days we're playing these songs, or like and having a game plan, but like getting together and playing it live, like people are gonna try things, like you get that little that little inspiration mid-song, you're like, oh, like this, like especially on keys, like y'all would be doing, like you and Neil are great at like just trying different sounds live and just like fiddling with all the presets and stuff, and it's like, whoa, pause, that's fucking tight, or
like keep doing that.
Man, the one thing I hated the most is when we had something golden.
Yeah.
And then we tried to lay it down on the track and we just either forgot or it wasn't happening or went to somewhere else.
It's like having a fucking sick ass dream and then you try to describe it to
Yeah.
your friends.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. Exactly.
I do hate that when you have a really good idea or something that you are like kind of set on, and then you like play it and you listen to it with everything, and you're like, I know in my head that that's not working, but I just don't want to let the idea go.
Yeah.
It happens.
Yeah.
That's a big thing too. Is like the maturity that takes to kind of just say like, hey, you know, we'll save that for another thing. Like we have ideas that were like hopefully gonna be on the record that like didn't work in that like a particular song, or like maybe these two ideas that didn't work together, but like stuff that I know personally they're like, we're gonna put that in another song later because I really fuck with that. It's really cool. I really like that. I'm excited to like do that again and like see what other like stuff comes up.
Yeah, I mean, the song starting process is so, it's like it's so exciting. Like there's so much hope,
Right.
but then finishing a song is like always
It starts to get tedious. Yeah.
It's a grind, and that's the same thing. I think that's where we're at in the album finishing process is like
Never hate a song more than like right before we put it out.
because we've heard it like hundreds of times, and it's like obviously it's tedious.
It's old to us and new to everyone else.
Yeah.
And so it's hard to. That's why it's important to like show stuff to your peers and people you trust and be like, hey, like, what do you think? Like, you know. And all
It's
that
true.
stuff.
It's true. Janelle really likes the song that we're gonna put out. You know, hopefully pretty soon.
Yeah.
So it gives me hope when I show somebody something that we've been working on, like that we're gonna, you know, get ready to put out.
Yeah.
But it definitely gets old because we've heard these fucking songs like
For
a
like
million
months
times.
and months.
You know.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's such a weird feeling to like be so over a song because I mean at this point like the song that we're about to put out, we've been listening to it for 7 months.
Yeah. About.
I like rehearsing it though because I feel
I
like
do too. It's
now
fun
we're
to
getting
play.
into the groove. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now we're
It
getting.
becomes new again.
I feel like a lot of these songs are gonna be really fun to play.
Yeah.
Because like they're I don't know, they're just fun.
I'm really proud of this record so far.
Yeah, every time like we go to like rehearse one that we haven't touched in a bit, like one of the new ones, I'm kind of like forget everything that we did on it, and it kind of like becomes a little bit of a new version.
It becomes like a little fresh. You're like, ooh, this is like
yeah.
Okay, all right. Yeah.
For our next album, I think you're probably gonna write the majority of it. I think you're in charge of that.
Oh, like the whole thing, all of it, every part.
That brings up a really good point.
All right.
And this is something that maybe would be good for our listeners too. Harry, are you a member of a PRO? Are you a member of a publishing rights organization? Like ASCAP or
It's called
BMI?
ASCAP or BMI.
I guess not.
So like,
got you, bro.
So you because you've helped to write some of these songs. This is good. We might as well have this conversation here because I think it would be beneficial to some of our listeners.
Live on the air.
If you are
It's like talking about the logistics.
I
of,
know,
like,
they're not gonna care about this
mathematics.
no,
shit.
Yeah.
this is good because if
It's
you,
important, you know.
Yeah.
if you are present and helping in the writing of a song, right? And you're like a songwriter on that. It's important that you are A, credited as a songwriter on that, and then B, if that song was to blow up and be aired on film and television, that you are getting a cut of whatever funds are being, you know, put forth to make that happen. So what a publishing rights organization does is you put the splits of like the songwriters or producers or whatever, like lyricists or whatever it is, and you split it up based on like the amount of work that was put into it. I think it's like 50% songwriting and then 50% publishing. And so that's important to do if you're like a member of a PRO, or if you guys are like in a band or doing something like that, you guys should, you know, become a member of a publishing rights organization like BMI or like ASCAP and determine the splits and basically like the share of who put forth effort in writing in the song, so that
Oh, sorry.
no, this is important. If there's someone that's listening to this and is like a fresh band or something like that, I don't know if that's the case, but you should really put in that work. And so Harry, because you've helped write on songs like Flower Squash, we're gonna make sure that you sign up.
Don't worry, I'll sign you up and I'll take all your money.
I'll just give you the money.
Yeah. There's a really interesting story about Kanye West. On the record Yeezus, he like has this really popular song. I think it was one of the singles called Black Skinhead.
I love that song.
And the lyric is, "This is my theme song with my leather black jeans on," or whatever. And apparently he never had leather black jeans on when he was writing the song. It was just this dude who was in the room, and he ended up giving this dude like royalties and like songwriting credit.
That's pretty funny.
Just for wearing
Wearing
the
the
black
leather
jeans
jeans?
or leather black jeans.
That's hilarious.
Kinda
Dude.
baller,
The
honestly.
inspiration.
It
Yeah,
is.
it's kind of like that's a fucking big dick energy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
move. But yeah, it's important. Be
That's pretty
credited if you put work on a song. Ask about the publishing rights and stuff like that because it's that's crucial. And I
Yeah. I was always told to like make like work this out with your band beforehand. Like,
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
to like, kind of work out what everyone's going to have.
We're gonna fuck you over so hard.
Oh, it's
Regardless.
Yeah,
Regardless.
it'll be for like optics only. Like we're just gonna cut you in just so that you can't like. We'll tell you what you are earning. And
Oh
that
my
way.
god.
You just want to
I'll
say it
do
on the
whatever you
record
guys
so that
say.
people think you're legit, and then you're just gonna rob people.
Yeah.
I don't know any
What we
better.
usually do is like whoever brings forth the idea for the song gets like whatever percentage, and then we split evenly between everybody else.
I feel like
Just
we're pretty fair when it comes to that stuff because
very diplomatic.
there's a lot of times where like somebody has a song completely fleshed out and they get like 50%, and then everybody else gets
Yeah.
split,
split,
whatever
yeah.
that is.
And then if it's a song that was pretty like equally written by everybody, then we go like
Equal.
25% or 33%, however many
Yeah.
people chipped in. So I've never been like, these guys are fucking assholes, like
Fucking
I
me
wrote
over.
the song and I feel like I'm not, getting the appropriate credit.
No, bro, it's crucial. Whenever we put something out, is Ryan about to make
It's
a guest
Ryan, yeah.
appearance? Everyone just start clapping.
Turn around.
Ryan, welcome
Hi,
to the
Ryan.
show.
Ryan Pekovsky.
Ryan, please.
He lives here.
Pull up an avocado.
You guys need any coffee cups? I can grab some.
Yeah, we need some paper cups out here immediately.
That's Ryan.
Ryan also lives here for everybody watching. This is his house.
I don't even remember. We were talking about the
BMI.
splits.
Yeah, ASCAP. How much do you get? Like, be honest. How much do you get from ASCAP?
I think I've gotten. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Have you made money?
I think I've gotten $16 in my life, like from
Be real,
all
yeah.
3 music projects that I've written in.
Are you
I've
with
got-
ASCAP?
Yeah,
Because ASCAP does a thing. I don't think I've ever made any money off of like I've never gotten money sent to my account
Yeah.
because I think that ASCAP literally does like $100 minimum payout,
Yeah.
and on things that would be considered like redeemable via publishing rights, I've not reached $100 yet.
That's sweet. I mean, there's always like the bottom level, right? Of like,
Yeah.
I think with Michael Sayer stuff, it's like $10 a month or whatever. I don't know what the bottom is, but yeah, if you combine all those things, then obviously it's still not that much, but
it's like it's still not a lot.
We get
it has
paid.
to be acknowledged.
You're better off getting. I think you're like the majority of your streaming money comes from like your distributor,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
DistroKid and stuff like that.
Yeah,
like
true.
the licensing part of it. I don't think you get a lot of money for that unless it's being licensed like on a TV show or a
Yeah.
movie or something like that.
But that's important. So like if
Yeah.
Dream Girl was like the theme song of like the next like hit NBC show, then we'd be
Fire
making
Islands.
we'd be making some fucking bank. But the usually like what we make usually is through the whatever our distributor is. Are we with DistroKid?
Yeah, DistroKid. Shout out DistroKid.
Kid or Kit?
Kid. Like a
How do you
child.
not know this shit?
I'm off 2.5 beers after not drinking for a month, so
Um,
I'm a little baby.
Neil, what's on your mind?
yeah. Neil, what's going on?
Let me hear. Let me
Why
hear.
you always
It's on my
dress?
mind.
Why you always dress so
Yeah.
fucking handsome?
What'd you do today, Neil?
Just work.
You just worked?
Yeah,
Yeah.
not much.
Did you have to get
Just
up early or anything?
Yeah, a little bit actually.
Damn.
Gotta get up at 7.
Kill the chicken.
Kill one, eat it for breakfast.
We gotta get a
Raw.
camera like this in your chicken coop, and we just like watch the
Yo,
chicken.
We have to get the chicken.
You see
cam.
some
Add it in
shit you don't
post,
want to
just
see.
video of this full of wrangling the chicken.
Yeah.
Man, the worst thing I have to witness is when the rooster does his business. Just like mount.
Oh yeah.
Like
The roosters-
It's
Like
legit,
fucks or
it's
like
legit
what?
rape. It's whatever you want to
no,
call it.
dude.
It's rain. Yeah, and I'm like, but it's nature.
This
It
is
is
why I don't
so-
fuck with roosters, bro. I was traumatized by one when I was like 7 years
Didn't
old.
you
I
get
was
attacked?
yes, dude. That's why I'm still scared of birds. Like to this day.
I
was-
gotta make you hold my Silky. She's a sweetheart.
Oh, I would imagine
Yeah.
so.
I
You
told
know,
a chickie.
maybe I just
Yeah,
had a bad
you-
experience.
Yeah, maybe you
No,
just need
roosters, you
like a
shouldn't fuck with.
reintroduction to chickens.
Yeah,
like birds.
because I had
Exposure
there was
therapy.
3 hens in my backyard and one rooster, and we were fucking doing the thing or whatever.
You guys are
And
fooling around.
There was yeah. I was playing basketball and the fucking rooster got loose, and I guess it was mating season.
The
and
rooster started balling you up.
dude.
He fucking dunked on my
Jason
ass.
met his
ass,
match.
As a 7-year-old, you don't know how to end a fucking chase. So I
Right.
got chased around by this rooster. I didn't get hurt, but I was just like, I can't shake this image of this fucking rooster chasing me around my backyard.
And when you're
Yeah.
7, a rooster's about a third of your size. at
exactly,
least.
exactly.
And that's a-
Claws, talons, whatever the fuck you call them.
fuck
Yeah.
Dude, I was scared. I was scared. So
I'd be scared to this day.
a lot of birds are very territorial and scary. You know.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, they're mostly scared of you too.
I mean,
That's the thing.
It's true.
Turkeys are fucking scary, and peacocks, they're aggressive.
Peacocks.
apparently
Peacocks
geese
are beautiful, though.
Geese are
Yeah.
super aggressive too.
Yeah.
Geese are fucking scary too.
Dude,
They have teeth.
What's the one with the long neck? Ostrich.
Yeah,
Oh,
Those
yeah,
things
those
are
really
fuck
aggressive.
that,
Yeah.
bro. I'm
Yeah.
They're
Scary,
terrifying.
scary,
I went to an
scary.
ostrich farm once, and I swear, man, the amount of force that it puts into feeding from that
Yeah.
that tray thing or whatever you give, if it gets your arm,
You think
like-
you can get an ostrich at Cahoots?
Yeah.
Wait,
you
what is
find it. You
Cahoots?
find a
What
way.
the fuck?
Cahoots is like
pet
a
store. It's
yeah,
like
pet
PetSmart.
store. They have like stuff for
Is it in
horses.
There is one in Chatsworth.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
like
it's a
ranch style.
But there's it's a chain. It's like
What if we did a
PetSmart.
Cahoots vlog?
Yeah, that'd be good.
Like, there's some
A
fucking,
pet store.
Yeah. I should have brought a chicken here.
Dude, you should have got we gotta get a chicken on this
Do you think it'd be
podcast.
chill if you brought a chicken? Like, do you think it'd be like pretty just like chill?
Harry,
just
we did not
one
say you
out
could
of
get up and
50.
walk away.
Yeah, what the
Yeah.
fuck?
We already have like babies.
Harry's taking a piss. He's the piss man.
That's okay. You can take a piss.
Oh man, I wanted to ask something while he was here.
What were you gonna ask? I can answer.
With that
It was
mouth.
music related.
Huh?
Music related.
Okay.
Yeah, sure.
No.
Yeah, you don't know shit about music, Jason.
That's what I've heard. That's what they always. My fucking math teacher told me I didn't know shit about music.
Miss Dubova, she had a fucking.
She had a badonky donk. Let's keep it like that.
All right.
She kept like when she would like hand me my F on my test, and she would like swing that thing around a little bit. before-
Yeah.
She
You
kind of
was on
look you
purpose.
up and look you up and down first.
Yeah, she was
Right.
just like she was such a fucking asshole, dude.
You could, like when you had certain teachers like that, their husbands just, or like husbands or wives, they just didn't get anything. Like they get no sexual.
She
You know?
she really needed a sexual release
Yeah.
from like a good man.
I
She
feel like-
didn't want it. Like you could tell she was like, I hate.
Not from her
Man.
husband.
Yeah.
You know, find a sex worker.
I feel like sometimes these teachers and like certain kind of couples, like, and maybe from like past generations, like they get into these relationships, like particularly like marriages, and then it just kind of like there's not a lot of intimacy left. It's just
Yeah.
kind of like we sleep in the same bed. I go
Do
to
you
work
think
in
it's
the morning.
everyone or just like, I don't know?
No,
certain-
no, I don't
certain
think it's
professions?
everyone. No, definitely not everyone. But I think like
I don't even think certain professions. I know there's like, you know, mathematicians and scientists getting freaky with it.
for sure. But
How do you know
like
this?
teachers
Teachers,
you
gotta
can
get freaky with it. It's
teachers
not-
you can see, you can understand like not getting any, right? I
Yeah.
mean, that you can kind of I can
I
see
don't
it.
know. There was some.
Depending on the teacher, I can see them being in like a stale marriage.
But they're musicians, and I'm like, dude, I can't. Picture
Oh, they're
you. I
musician
can't picture
teachers?
you. No, just in
No,
general.
she was
like
our math teacher.
she was our math teacher.
Algebra
But
too.
there's just people, I guess, that I can see. I'm like, dude, I can't picture anyone trying to have sex with you.
Right.
Like even your partner. Like,
Right, right.
how did they approach this?
Miss
Shit.
Dubova, in her day. She probably was.
I want to give her the benefit of the doubt, but
No, I think maybe, you know, when we knew her, I don't know, if you're in a loving relationship, you've been together for like 20, 30 years, you're still hitting that back, you know.
Maybe they just keep it really.
You're probably smashing every night.
dude, smashing.
Just like the
Bro, they're not gonna give my homies F's on their test if they're smashing every night.
No, we didn't. Are we allowed to, we can talk about.
Dude, I don't give a
We
fuck
talk
about
about
high
Brian?
school. Yeah.
We can talk about.
What's his last name? Estrada.
Estrada, Brian Estrada. Oh, we did not do a lick of work in that class, bro. We had a homie that was, so we were in regular algebra 2, and then our friend who was dating, he was like a friend by proxy. So we had a friend,
It doesn't matter.
doesn't matter,
yeah, we
yeah.
had a friend who was dating this dude, and he had
The
third
teacher?
period. We had a fourth period. So he would
And
be.
we had like a break in between.
No, he wasn't dating the teacher, but he was
Oh.
dating one of our friends, and he had the same class. So we were like, we weren't too close, but he was like close enough where he was like, okay, I'll give you the answers because
Okay.
you have the very next period.
He was
Yeah.
a cool fucking dude though, and
Yeah.
like we were friends with his girlfriend, and we would always say like we were just not in the same groups. Like he was kind of with the ASB kid, like the student body kids,
Yeah.
like, and they were like the popular kids, and we were just like band kids. Like we'd hang out with like the theater kids but we would like every time we saw him, like we were like, hey man, how's it going? You know, all that stuff, and then despite him being in the honor class, we had the same test because she was a fucking lazy teacher.
Yeah,
didn't give a fuck about
right.
her
Doesn't
job.
change the test.
And he would literally every time we had a test, and she gave the test on the same day. Like she literally could have like done it any other way. And he would make us like written out answer sheets or like take pictures of the test.
he put in way too much work for us.
He
to
made
just
us-
reap all the benefits.
I literally need to buy him a dinner.
Because he helped you graduate high school.
Literally,
Yeah.
like we would have failed it, and
Yeah.
we got like C's or B minus, whatever.
Yeah.
With that, we
There
didn't
was
do any of
literally
the
a point
homework.
in high school, like my senior year, where it was like if I didn't cheat, I was not gonna pass.
Yeah.
Like you just get to that point where it's just like,
What is it's because math is like a required course, right?
Yeah,
If it was
yeah.
like health or whatever.
yeah, it was like in my like physiology classes, like there's no way I'm passing this shit. Like,
Yeah,
there's no way.
yeah.
I was not the best student, but this dude
Me neither.
fucking did too much work for us. He was handsome as hell and like
Oh my god, he
well
looked
liked.
and
he did
was
not have to
built-
help us.
He was so nice and
Yeah.
charming, and like he was literally just nice to us because I mean we were nice to him, but not like we didn't do anything in
Okay.
return.
Think about it this way. It's like what Neil does for us in our sets. Like he provides the looks and the talent.
And he doesn't have to.
And we just skate back. Right?
I don't know about
Yeah.
that.
we're there. We're
there.
there providing, whatever,
Yeah.
whatever the fuck we do.
Harry, were you a good student?
No, I wasn't too good at all.
yeah.
I also would get texted pictures of the answer key from a previous period.
I think every
during the day.
musician needs that in high school. We just need the answers to the test. Is that too much? Is that too much to ask?
Yeah, I was never caught, but I was caught in college for this.
Really?
Oh shit.
Yo,
Yeah,
that's way worse.
How did you not
Yeah,
get kicked out?
It was when it all went
Smooth
to
talking.
Zoom, and it was at Berkeley, and it was a stats class. And
Of course, some fucking stats teacher at an arts fucking college.
yeah, this dude was like a weird ass stats teacher. He reminded me of like Nardwar. He would
Really?
like wear the same kind of
Harry.
like, no, he would wear like
Here's
the
the new
same kind of
Yesterday
hat
album.
and like have glasses
Was
and
he
stuff.
stinky?
It was a Zoom class. I never smelled
Okay.
him. Yeah, I only.
Harry, you cheated on your stats exam, and you're like, how did you know? And you're like, you're
I
Harry
have to know.
Corden.
He had like a cat like behind him. But yeah, exactly. We're Harry Corden. We have to know.
Wait. So sorry. How did he catch you cheating?
Well, because it was like Zoom, so everyone in the class had like a Facebook like group chat with all of us, where we would all send like the homework answers. and
Right,
stuff.
right.
Somebody
He
sent the
found
shit
it?
to him or what?
No, someone. It was all like
Screen shared.
answer keys from like a previous year that he never changed.
Oh no.
But
You're
one of
slipping.
That's your
them.
own fault.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you're
that's your
Well,
own.
yeah, until one of them he did change, and then noticed that everyone wrote down the answers from the last year.
year.
Yeah, and he caught like the entire class. It wasn't just me. It was
Okay.
it was like 15 kids out of like
Damn, this guy
23.
pulled a fast one on you guys. Then.
He- on
Yeah,
everyone.
I'm
Yeah.
pretty
During
sure
the
he sent
COVID
us-
year too, like you're not gonna change it for like 20 years, and then all of a sudden you're gonna change it, and everyone's like
Yeah.
struggling in a pandemic.
So
Yeah,
what was the
no,
fault? Like,
seriously.
what did he do? Because that's his own fault. Like, the
Yeah,
whole
well,
class is cheating.
he had a
Well, it's
policy
not his
where it
fault.
was like because it was like fucking like music school like math class. He had like a
Right.
policy where he'd drop your lowest test grade. So
He did not.
fortunately for most of us, he dropped our cheating zero like test grade.
Right.
Oh, so he's a good guy still.
Yeah,
But
this guy's
for a
kinda
lot
chill.
of kids, they got fucked.
They got fucked. Yeah.
But I was chilling. I was okay. I just had like my lowest grade be like a D.
Right. That's
I was
all right.
like fine with that.
Fuck.
Wait, you got a D in that class overall?
No, I got like a B or something.
Oh yeah, nice.
But I had like my lowest grade be like a D.
How
Yeah.
about you, Neil? How are you in school?
I wasn't too bad.
Yeah, Neil was
What are you
good.
talking about? High school?
Any
Like,
of it?
high school, I was a little shit.
I just remember you
Yeah.
never showing up.
Yeah, that's why.
I would see
Yeah.
Neil show up to like one
Dude, I
class
would-
like
I
once a
would-
month. I'd be like, yo, what's
I'd
good?
always
Where you
ditch.
been?
I would either just go see my girlfriend from the sister school or just go do some fun shit like on
Yeah.
Ventura Boulevard.
Oh,
just go explore.
you were a bad
Yeah,
fucking
yeah,
and
yeah,
at Crespi
yeah.
too.
But not bad.
Oh,
but
yeah.
you weren't bad.
No
It was just
way.
like
You just didn't
weren't.
show
You
up.
just you were just doing
Yeah.
those things.
I respect that.
And like I had a cousin who worked at the school, so kind of no one could touch me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember that shit.
I kind of had that, but I
You
also had
didn't get,
some
like-
beef, dude, with some professors and faculty too because of that.
Really?
You know, like people who had beef with my
Oh,
cousin.
they
I
were
just
mad
had
at you
naturally
because that you
beef.
were untouchable, and they were like this nepotism.
Yeah,
shit.
I
would
remember
be
you
mad
doing.
too.
I remember you doing pretty well, like just generally in school. Though, like your grades were fine and stuff.
Yeah, it's cool.
And like,
I get math.
yeah. That's good.
Yeah.
You're one of them smart kids.
You wouldn't get like notices and stuff though
Dude, I
for
would-
being like
man, I would cheat so much
truant.
too, though.
You wouldn't get like truant notices though or anything.
Yeah, I get some notices, but like
But you're
paying so much money for the damn school.
they just get
Right.
cleared.
Pretty much. You know when we had Chance, my dog.
Yeah.
So we
Wait,
had his parents.
Is Chance still around?
Yeah, he's still around.
Oh,
He's 7.
because you said when we had Chance, I was like,
Well,
oh,
back
motherfucker
then,
died?
when we had Chance, we had like other
so he was a
puppies and
real
stuff.
pup.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
a little baby at this time.
Yeah,
Because he still is a pup, but like a little older.
he's 7 now.
What?
Yeah,
He's crazy.
Sounds about right.
yeah, he's very energetic still.
Yeah.
Really?
But he's calmed down a bit though.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, but we had puppies and we would always donate them to Crespi for the golf
really?
tournaments and stuff like that. So, you know,
to buy like as like a
Like a
silent
raffle?
auction thing.
yeah. So we would do a lot for the school. So I think
Right. it kinda
you know,
evened
with
out.
our school, like whoever did a lot for the school, they would
That's true.
get
There was
away
a lot
with
of
certain
financial
things.
favoritism.
Yeah.
That's like how any
yeah.
of that's a great term.
Hey,
I would say
check out my
there-
new album, Financial Favoritism.
Yo.
You've heard Senator's Son. Now check out financial favoritism.
You guys, what's the worst thing you guys have done? Like you gotten expelled or suspended?
I got I got caught in elementary school. Like, okay, this is not really. It's like 50% my fault because I could have made it.
Don't incriminate yourself over something you
Well,
did at 8 years old.
I was 8. So my teacher wouldn't let me go to the bathroom. Right? I'm asking like all period long, like, can I please use the restroom? And she's like, no, like you don't have to go. And if you guys know, like I like always have to piss at rehearsal, right? And she doesn't let me go. By the time the bell rings, I'm like shaking. Like I can barely fucking hold it.
Dude.
And I'm like walking out and I'm like, I have my friend Connie next to me and she's like the homie, like my ride or die at this time. And I'm like,
what the fuck?
What does that mean?
oh,
It's probably low
the
battery.
camera, yeah, we'll have to, it might be low battery.
We'll wait till White gets back. Or
Yeah.
It's not recording anymore.
Yeah, no, it's not dead. It might be dead.
Hey, are you dead?
Yeah, it looks like it's not.
Did
Did your friend Connie go to Reseda?
was it Connie Carvajal?
No. I when I was a freshman, I had a real big crush on a senior girl named Connie.
Ooh, it might be dead.
Right on.
Yeah.
Did you make a move?
Oh no, it died.
We would Snapchat each other all the time.
Nice. Man,
Wait, I don't know.
having Snapchat in high school must have been interesting.
We still have the audio, so I don't.
True.
Oh, we're still recording audio?
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
It was
Oh,
when
nice.
Snapchat was peaking.
Yeah. Man,
I don't
I
use the Snapchat anymore.
I
Fuck
know.
that. I'm playing Assassin's Creed 2.
that's
Damn,
Yeah,
throwback,
such
bro.
a-
Well, because the
2
Ezio
and 3 are
collection.
fucking good.
Brotherhood?
Yeah.
Alright.
Well,
Oh, are you
yeah,
talking about the
the
one with
Ezio collection just got put on the PlayStation.
Oh yeah, yeah.
All right,
3
we
is the
gotta
American
wrap this
Revolution.
biatch up because the camera has died, unfortunately.
All right,
Oh,
so
yeah, we're wrapping
I
up.
was telling a little story about something. We're gonna cut that off. It was it's probably best if I don't say it. Anyways, I'm Maddie.
I'm Wyatt.
I am Jason.
I'm Harry.
I'm Neil.
All right, boys, take your clothes off.